The day my father was found dead shattered everything. An FBI agent, he was a ghost, living in a world of shadows and secrecy. Now with him gone, the weight of his life crashed onto me. I felt hollow, lost in the echoes of unanswered questions. Climbing into the attic felt like stepping into another realm, a dusty dimension of memories. My heart raced as I uncovered fragments, old photos, faded badges, whispers of a locked safe. My hands trembled, brushing against the cold, silent walls. Every creak screamed secrets. And then there was my mother. She moved like a shadow, her silence a heavy cloak. Her eyes held storms, twisting my emotions tighter. "What do you know?" I wanted to scream, but the words caught in my throat. Outside, the world buzzed on, oblivious. But I was trapped, haunted by the weight of discovery looming ahead. What truths lay within that dark safe? The air felt electric, pulsing with danger. I could sense forces eager to keep those secrets buried, watching me, waiting for me to slip. With each minute passing, a knot tightened in my stomach. I clawed through boxes, heart racing as darkness dripped from forgotten corners. Dust flew up, swirling with my breath, making me choke. Suddenly, a sound, a soft click echoed from deep within the attic. My pulse quickened. What was that? I froze, eyes wide. It was the unmistakable sound of a lock turning. The air grew thick, stifling, as dread coiled around me. I rushed to the attic door, my breath shallow. Had I awakened something? A chill racked my body as I grappled with the weight of uncertainty. Could my life unravel with just one revelation? Before I could process the growing tension, my mother's silhouette appeared, blocking the light. Her voice was low, trembling. "You shouldn't be here." Every instinct screamed to flee, but curiosity rooted me to the spot. What lay behind the veil of silence? What danger lingered between us? My heart raced, a relentless drumbeat in the quiet. And that's when I realized, sometimes the truth isn't what you find, it's what you lose in the search. Before you go on, let me tell you something. A lot of people have been saying that YouTube, out of nowhere, unsubscribes them from the channel. Take a quick look to make sure the red button is on. That way you won't miss any of the videos still to come. And while you're at it, hit the like button, because it really helps me keep bringing you stories like this. Oh, and tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I'd love to know. My breath hitched as I stood frozen, white-knuckled on the floorboards. My mother's eyes, filled with something dark, pierced right through me. "What do you mean?" I managed to croak out. Her lips trembled. "I didn't want to tell you this way." She paused, a shudder racing through her. "But your father wasn't an FBI agent. He was embedded with them. But," her voice faltered, a chilling whisper, "he was working against them." Rage ignited in me, replaced quickly with a sickening swirl of betrayal. I felt lightheaded, sick, like the ground beneath me had vanished. "What do you mean, against them?" Her silence was deafening, thick as fog. "He was a double agent," she finally breathed, her face pale, haunted. Shock slammed into my chest, breathless. Everything I'd known spun away like dust. Each word crashed over me, drowning me in confusion, crippling fear. My father was a traitor? My pulse pounded in my ears, nauseating and harsh. Screams of disbelief clawed up my throat. I wanted to argue, to say she was wrong, but her face was a reflection of dread and truth. I could see it in her eyes. My father's life, our lives, were woven with lies. Betrayal running like a river between us. Each heartbeat thundered as I turned back to the attic. That safe held more than secrets. It might hold my father's reasons that could destroy us all. A chill slithered down my spine. I felt a cold sweat bead across my forehead. She stepped closer, her voice barely above a whisper. He had enemies, powerful enemies. We can't go near that safe. But a need burned inside me. I had to know. What had he done? What lengths had he gone to? What else? I rasped, terror creeping in. My mother shook her head, her voice trembling. We can't dig any deeper. It's too dangerous. But I could see the flicker of something else. Fear. What had we lost? What if uncovering the truth cost us everything? The air grew thick, charged with dread. A single thought tormented me. Was I already too deep to turn back? I couldn't shake the sense that we were being watched. Someone or something lurked in the shadows, waiting for me to make my next move. Would that next click free me, or set off an avalanche I couldn't control? I held her gaze, my heart pounding a warning as the weight of silence pressed around us, heavy and suffocating. What if the real danger was closer than we imagined? What lie was left to unravel? My chest tightened. What do you mean he was working against them? My words felt feeble. I needed answers, yet terror gripped me. Your father wasn't just a double agent, she murmured, her voice trembling like leaves in a storm. He was trying to expose a conspiracy. Our lives depended on it. A frigid wave surged through me. What do you say? Why didn't you tell me? Shock morphed into fury. The safe wasn't simply a vault of secrets. It was a coffin of our past. I thought, if I hid the truth from you, you'd be safe, she whispered, eyes brimming with unshed tears. Safe? I spat, fists clenching. You're suffocating me with lies. How could you decide that without me? Because I loved your father, she shot back, raw and pained. And I love you. I thought you could live without this darkness. The silence wrapped around us, heavy, suffocating. So many years of my life lost in her shadows. Mom, I can feel them watching us. What do you mean? Her brow creased, a mix of confusion and fear. I don't know. My breath quickened. But I hesitated, a cold sweat cascading down my spine. Last night, I saw a car parked near our house. Her eyes widened, panic washing over her face. You shouldn't have gone out alone. It's here, isn't it? A lump formed in my throat. I thought we were safe, she stammered, backing away as if the walls had ears. My heart thundered. You don't get to decide that for me. Something shifted. The attic creaked ominously, a dissonance in the air, as if the shadows buzzed with tension. The click echoed in the background again, a chilling reminder. What if, I faltered, they know? What if the safe isn't just our past, but our death sentence? Her face turned pale, and I felt an icy grip seize my heart. We have to leave, now. But I couldn't move. A magnetic pull drew me back toward the safe. What lay inside could change everything, or destroy us. Mom, what if what's in there could save us? Her eyes filled with desperate fear. You don't understand. Once you know. But what was the alternative? Living a life bound by secrets, shackled by ignorance? The walls felt like they were closing in, threatening to crush me. I could almost hear them breathing. If I pushed forward, would I find freedom or draw darkness deeper into our lives? The air around us thickened with unanswered questions. What was waiting to be unleashed? I felt the world tilt beneath me. My mother's words echoed, a bell tolling the end of everything I thought I knew. Your father, a traitor? My heart raced, blood pounding in my ears. No, I gasped. He was protecting us, but then she stepped closer, her eyes wild. You don't understand. He was involved in something much worse. Her breath hitched. You think I hid the truth to protect you? I did it for your father, too. He was going to turn on them. My stomach dropped. What? Why didn't you tell me? I felt nausea rising. It was him or us, a choice I had to make. Every ounce of anger faded, leaving despair. I was not just a victim of his lies. I was a part of them. So he betrayed you? Not just me. He loved you, but he was never ours. The walls blurred, choking me. My pulse raced like a wild thing. What do you mean? Before you were born, he made a pact to gain their trust. I staggered back, everything twisted like a knife in my gut. No. The truth crashed around me, echoing with every heartbeat. You knew. You lied. Every day, I lived in fear it would come to this. Finding a way to keep you safe. Safe? I whispered, trembling. From what? From him? She looked away, shame etching lines on her face. I couldn't watch you fall for a man who might one day betray us again. The attic creaked, a chill creeping through the room. We can still fix this, I said, desperation clawing at my throat. No, you don't understand what he's capable of now. My mind raced. You mean he's a danger to us? Worse, she breathed, eyes wide. He's not just hiding, he's hunting. I felt the weight of her words, sinking into disbelief. The cold sweat dripped down my back as my world shattered. He's coming for us? If he knows you're looking for the truth? With each breath, fear wrapped tighter around me. Who was I really searching for? My heart pounded, raw panic settling in. Would I become the next target? The click echoed again, stark and foreboding. A whisper of danger lingered in the air. Do you think he's here? I asked, terror sizzling in my veins. Her silence screamed louder than any answer. Would I find out more, or would this be the last thing I ever knew? I couldn't breathe. My mother's words hung over us, thick and suffocating. He was gonna turn on them. The weight of her revelation crushed me. My father, the man I believed was a hero, was nothing more than a traitor. Suddenly, her phone buzzed, piercing the tension. She frantically checked it. Her face blanched. No, it can't be. What? What's wrong? Panic surged. It's a message. Her hands trembled. He knows. He knows you were in the attic. My heart raced. Who? What if he comes for us? The door slammed shut, echoing like a gunshot. We need to go, now, she urged, eyes wide with fear. I didn't move. What if he's already here? The click sounded again, sharp and jarring. My stomach dropped. We were out of time. What if he was waiting, lurking in the shadows? Get down, she shouted, shoving me toward the corner. The floor creaked beneath the weight of secrets, and the cold sweat dribbled down my spine. My heart pounded, a voice nagging at me. Would I ever truly know my father, or was he always a stranger? The attic door rattled. I felt it. I sensed his presence. This wasn't just about us anymore. What did you do? I whispered, trembling. The silence stretched until it snapped. I felt the air turn electric as she whispered. He's not just hunting. He's your father. My heart plummeted. What? I gasped, skin crawling. The world blurred around me. This couldn't be true. Everything I thought I knew, cracked like fragile glass. How could you keep this from me? Her lips quivered, tears spilling down her cheeks. I was trying to protect you. The weakness in her voice sent waves of nausea crashing through me. But he's a monster. She stepped back, shaking her head. No, he was trying to save us. Words fell like stones. My father, my hero, was the very thing I feared. I can't breathe, I whispered, backing away. Listen to me. Why should I? My voice shook. You've shattered everything. Silence engulfed us, thick and heavy, while a chill slithered down my spine. His presence was closer now. Was he out there, looming in the shadows? The click echoed again, and fear clawed at my throat. Can't you see? We have no choice. No. Desperation filled me. I was trapped. We were both trapped. What other secrets lay hidden? The attic felt smaller, darker. The weight of betrayal pressed down, suffocating. Then I realized, who was the real threat? My father or the lies we spun around him? I felt my chest tighten, every breath a struggle. He's hunting us? The words slipped out, thick with disbelief. My mother's face twisted, a mix of regret and terror. He didn't have a choice. Before I could process her words, my phone buzzed harshly. I glanced down. A message lit up my screen. The words twisted like a knife. I see you. My heart dropped. I glanced at my mother, her eyes wide with fear. What did you do? I gasped. I had to, for our safety. No, you endangered us. Panic surged, turning my vision to flashes. Every muscle in my body clenched, hot and cold at once. The door rattled again. The ominous click echoed, drowning my thoughts. I knew who was out there. With a lump in my throat, I whispered, "What if he's here, for me?" My breath hitched. Silence packed the air, heavy and suffocating. Would I find what I needed, or summon my destruction? The shadows inched closer, watching, waiting. Would I discover the truth lurking in that safe, or would it swallow me entirely? The despair felt sharp. Every heartbeat echoed with dread. I was lost, drowning in the shadows of a past I scarcely understood. I could barely breathe. My heart raced as the truth settled like lead in my stomach. He's hunting. The echo of her words raked through me, leaving raw nerve endings exposed. I was shaking, the reality crashing down like a ton of bricks. "Mom?" My voice cracked, rising with panic. "He's the enemy?" Her face morphed, shifting from fear to something I couldn't identify. Anger? "Not the enemy, but a survivor," she replied, voice shaking. "He believed he could keep us safe. But now he's coming for me," I screamed, my throat tightening. One breath. Two. My world skidded off its axis. You've been lying." Her silence screamed at me. I took a step back, but something else emerged. A flash of realization. He's not just a traitor. He's been using me? Using? The echo of the attic felt like a warning. I clutched my chest. The weight felt unbearable. What if everything I am is part of his plan? "No!" she cried, reaching for me. But I pulled away, the fear coursing through my veins. It all snapped into focus. How could you love him? He's a threat to all of us. The air thickened, heavy with unspoken horror. The door rattled again, a final warning bell, and my blood ran cold. I could feel eyes watching. "Mom, does he know?" Her face drained of color. I don't know." Time froze. The space around us felt like quicksand. What horrors awaited us if he did? We were running out of time. Each second stretched, leaving desperation in its wake. Would this moment be the final click that shattered everything? My heart raced, terror crawling beneath my skin. What if he knows? I breathed. My mother's silence gnawed at me. The door rattled again, and then it hit me. A chilling revelation that twisted my stomach in knots. "Where's his phone?" I asked, voice trembling. "Didn't you ever check it? Did you track him?" Her eyes widened, fear spilling out. "I couldn't. I thought it was best." "No," I interrupted, a wave of nausea crashing over me. "What if he's using it to find us? What if—" "Stop," she shouted, cutting me off. "It's worse. He's been tracking you. He's been planning this all along." A moment of brutal stillness filled the attic. I felt the floor drop beneath me. Planning what? The biting silence knotted my insides. My mind raced. All those times, things he said. He was using me to lure you both into a trap. My chest tightened, each breath harder to take. "What?" "No." The weight of her words sank in, suffocating. "You don't know what he's capable of, Enough!" My voice broke. "Do you still love him?" Her face twisted with anguish. "I had to, for your safety." The words struck me like a physical blow. "So you chose him over me?" Tears poured down her cheeks, but I felt nothing. Her betrayal burned cold. In that moment, everything I'd understood evaporated. The door creaked again. This time, not from outside, but as if something was forcing its way in. My body froze. Where was he? What had I ignited? A shadow flickered at the edge of my vision. Were we already trapped? The air thickened, thick with dread, leaving me gasping. Would the next click seal our fate forever? As the door splintered, shadows flooded into the attic, and I felt my resolve crack. "Mom!" I held her gaze, desperate. "This ends now." Steeling ourselves, we opened the safe together. Inside lay papers, photos, evidence of his betrayal and plans to escape. We were no longer victims, just survivors. "We can expose him," I whispered, determination igniting within me. Tears streaming, my mother nodded. Together, with each revelation, the darkness lifted. Our secrets were weapons now. We had a chance. And in that moment, I couldn't feel the weight of lies. I felt a flicker of hope. As daylight streamed in, I vowed, no more shadows. But who would believe us? You need to subscribe now. This is the moment to show your support. Don't wait any longer to share. Confirm your subscription so you don't miss the next exclusive stories. Press the like button now to help the algorithm. I want to hear your reactions and theories about the ending. Let me know in the comments. Share this video with at least 5 friends who need to see this conclusion. If you liked my story, keep going and watch the next one that's appearing now. I think it will move you too.